ask this question. How many funerals we done went through since October 2016 to now? And them brothers ain't get shot. Come on, man. All right, they died from either they got sick or they got some type of fallujah or whatever. Come on, man, everything real. And the common cold is a motherfucker, boy. Because that's what it is, yeah. Because if you build up your immune system, you know, to a certain degree, you can fight anything. You can fight anything because your immune system is what protects you from all of that, the cells and the diseases and all that stuff. That's why Elijah Muhammad taught how to eat to live. You know, and then he also stressed that you fast 3 days out of the month, you understand, to clean your body out. See, a lot of brothers stop doing that. So when you fast them 3 days to clean your body out, that pushes out all the poison. So you don't have the poison time enough to eat on what's inside of you. You know, so we start getting kidney infection, lung infection, and all that stuff, stomach infections and stuff. You know, I'm not knocking no brother for what he do, but I tell you this, that I know for a fact, when Shamgar wrote that thing on the spaghetti, he was talking about the month of May, that you fast from whatever you doing that might not be right and exact, like cigarettes, weed, dust, whatever your little thing might be, you're drinking or whatever. He said fast for them 30 days, if you got the power to do that. See, I don't gotta wait for May. I put that liquor down in October, you know, and I'm doing my thing, you know, because I have that discipline, because it don't rule me, I rule it. I'm the maker and the owner. And brothers talk about every square inch of the planet Earth. Let me tell you something about that. You can look it up. I think his name is Ted Trava, something like that. They got another one named, it's Three Devils. They own more than 3/4 of the planet Earth on land, like 2.6 billion acres. One of them owned the whole Brit. You know, these are individual people. That's the 10% that we talk about. Who is the rich slave maker, the poor? The 10%. You know what I'm saying? They the bloodsucker. That's just like Dracula that they show you in the horror movie. Frankenstein, the one that they brought back from the dead, that's the 5%. If we came back from the dead and we got life in us. Wolfman is at 85%. He see the moon, it's 360 degrees, he savage out and kill people. It's all real, you know. And then if you look at the average horror movie that comes out, it's all based on, or the root of it is dealing with the Catholics. It's dealing with the Catholics. That's the Vatican City, one of the power religious structures on the planet Earth.
Today, it was the Pope's turn to ask for forgiveness after this surprising moment in St. Peter's Square. Pope Francis greeting pilgrims when one woman grabs his arm, pulling him towards her, the Pope slapping her hand away. Today, a penitent pope apologized during his New Year's Day homily. So many times we lose patience. Even me, and I apologize for yesterday's bad example, he said. It's not the first time the Pope has pulled back. In March, he was seen repeatedly yanking his hand away from some faithful who wanted to kiss his ring. Telling NBC's Claudio Lavanga at the time it was about hygiene. And last night, there was another surprise. After a child fell off the security barrier, the Pope turned around to check on him, giving him a pat on the head and a kiss. A touching moment for a Pope whose touch is coveted by so many. Pope Francis is known as a liberal reformer, a pope for the people. But these incidents where he's pulled away have attracted criticism from conservatives who say that he turns up his nose at traditional expressions of devotion from the Pope.
Then you got the money structure, which is the queen, which is the crown. Now tell me, what's the highest chip on that chessboard? The queen, am I right? That's the one you can't mess with. So that's what that is. You know, that's dealing with current events, God. And like I told the brother, going back to 1918, they killed 20 million with the top part Mary disease, and that was right here in America. And now they got 20 million that's in quarantine in China. And they got other things they're going to turn loose. The show ain't over yet, and we got a real gangster clown in office right now.
I swear to God, when he left Scranton, when Cole died, my dad was he was a salesperson. He wasn't a coal miner. My great-grandpop was.
Only his great-grandpop was not a coal miner either, Laura. He was an engineer who did not extract coal from anything. Now, this is an old lie that Biden fessed up to back in 2004.
Hell, I might be president now if it weren't for the fact I said I had an uncle who was a coal miner. It turned out I didn't have anybody in the coal mines, you know what I mean?
Really?
I tried that crap, it didn't work, I'm from Scranton, Pennsylvania. I figured there had to be a coal miner somewhere in the family.
Nothing, huh?
Nothing. Coal, it was an engineer. I mean,
Laura, how do you like that admission? I tried that crap before. It seems he keeps trying it, and it's not working out.
The dude is a gangster. You seen what he just said on the news when the Democrats and the Republicans was mumbling stuff about it? That's gangster talk. The president ain't supposed to be talking like that, you know what I'm saying? It's a gangster in office, man. And they got them disposable soldiers that they tell you, go in the army and be all you can be. Yeah, be all you cannot be. You know? Right, and on that note, God, I'm going to say peace to the God, Inf Mega. This is God, Graceful Malik coming to you live from the Universal Parliament. And like I said in the Antigan News, they said that I meant freedom in McDougal Street 51. Actually, it was the other way around. They came down to Vernon Avenue to meet Lord Graceful. Him, Shasha, Freedom, Scientific, Shati, and the rest of them. And they didn't come down there to play pool. They came down here to test the skills of the one and only Lord Graceful Malik Allah. And I'm still here and standing strong. And always will be.
Too bad you don't know what it is.
Message to the black man, keep your head up. All the shit we been through, I know you fed up. These constant type of pressures, you ain't led up. This country should be happy we ain't teared up. Message to the black man, keep your head up. All the shit we been through, I know you fed up. These constant type of pressures, you ain't led up. This country should be happy we ain't teared up. It's the truth, y'all. If for some it's gon' hurt. The black man's the king of this earth. The black man did it all first. Analyze, gon' do your research. They gave us all they worst and we did it all against it. 10 toes planted and did it all with no mention. Hard to understand it with all the lies and deception. When you can't stand the image of your own reflection. But time is a blessing, healing all the pain. This message in a bottle, yes, it's handy for your brain. Everything that makes you great lies inside of your veins. Won't you place the picture properly inside its frame? Now listen to this game and open up your eyes. The vision is simple, just focus on our lane and ride. They plotting our demise, but still we gon' rise. Focus on our throne, fist up in the sky, do or die. Message to the black man, keep your head up. All the shit we been through, I know you fed up. These constant type of pressures, you ain't led up. This country should be happy we ain't teared up. Message to the black man, keep your head up. All the shit we been through, I know you fed up. These constant type of pressures, you ain't led up. This country should be happy we ain't teared up.
Message to the true and living, I let them know. It's hard to separate what's fact from fiction. I know they won't. You never knew the truth that's hitting. I know they don't. You better never let them kill your vision. Don't let it go. I know the world has got you going crazy. Feeling psychotic. Pop a perk and how you feeling wavy. Pass the narcotic. They say your masculinity is toxic. You gotta stop it. You want success, you gotta feminize it or criminalize it. Find your brother, go and bust his noggin. And then you vomit and you really look, ain't it ironic? How much we love everybody, but we hate our own. Dumb, deaf, and blinded. All we needin' is the proper knowledge, the proper guidance. We got it. See the give them power, society never gave them. See the rulers in its core, it's inside them, it's in its nature. See the black man is God, defying all the odds. All praise to the mighty who raises from the dark.
Message to the black man, keep your head up. All the shit we been through, I know you fed up. These constant type of pressures, you ain't led up. This country should be happy we ain't teared up. Message to the black man, keep your head up. All the shit we been through, I know you fed up. These constant type of pressures, you ain't led up. This country should be happy we ain't teared up.
Nobody love us, let us not pretend. No. Let us gain our independence and let us not depend. They'll never stop us now, they couldn't stop us then. This country lucky that we only want equality and not revenge. We need to invest in each other, how much you got to spend? If I needed your help, my brother, how much you got to lend? You got a black business, I support you. I'ma buy black, the block I want us to buy back. I'm trying to buy that, I'm trying not to get shot at in Babylon with a cop at. I need to see an all black Amazon I can shop at. Stop that, cause the black man is king, black man is God. Any black celebrity quiet, that man a fraud. Cause they wanna leave us with no blessings. I seen blacks get beat peacefully protesting, leaving the street bleeding with no weapons, or get COVID treated with no testing. I'm squeezing with no questions.
Message to the black man, Keep your head up. Keep your head up. All the shit we been through, I know you fed up. This constant type of pressures, you ain't led up. This country should be happy we ain't teared up. Message to the black man, keep your head up. Keep your head up. All the shit we been through, I know you fed up. This constant type of pressures, you ain't led up. This country should be happy we ain't teared up.
Well, 22 million so-called American Negroes who originally was brought into the Western Hemisphere by the white man to do his service and not to do our service. They have served that time out, and now it is no need for the white man nor for the so-called Negro to sit down at no such thing as a conference table to try to bring up some kind of agreement to live together and share together whatever is